Okay, that takes care of the equipment allocations. Now for the next item on the agenda.
Oh, Father, you all right?
Why don't you have some
You all
water?
right?
No, I'm okay. Just some air. Edward.
Maybe you should go after him, Alan.
No, he's fine. He's all right. He's a bit of a chronic complainer, you know. Believe me, if there was something really wrong with him, you'd know about it. He has these spells occasionally.
You sure?
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. Anyway, let's get on with the meeting, shall we? You know, as a matter of fact, as long as my father is not in the room, I really did want to bring up a matter where the chairman of the board should not be here.
What sort of matter?
Yes, what wouldn't you want your father to hear?
Well, I don't have to tell any of you just how much work is involved in being the chairman of the board.
Alan, are you saying that your father's health might be affected by this added responsibility?
Oh, no. On the contrary, he absolutely thrives on it, but it really is, it's very, very time-consuming.
No question about that.
I mean, this has really become an enormous job with the growth rate of this particular institution, the ever-increasing needs and care of the community. And, well, it's just become a full-time occupation.
Yes, and Edward has carried it out splendidly.
Oh, absolutely. General Hospital is very grateful to Edward Quartermain for having to volunteer for all his services and efforts on our behalf.
Well, volunteer, Amanda, that is exactly the word that I was looking for. I mean, how much time my father is donating tirelessly to this institution, but his time really is very valuable. I mean, this is time that man could have spent in his own interests.
What exactly are you proposing?
Well, I just think that it is time, so to speak, for the board to offer the chairman a stipend.
You want us to pay your father?
Well, I think he's earned it.
Well, to my knowledge, there's never been any compensation for the chairman of the board.
Of course not. The idea is preposterous. Can you imagine how Edward would feel if we offered him a few dollars for the marvelous work he's done for this hospital? Offering him money would be like a slap in the face.
I don't know. I think he'd like it.
Alan, I'm truly astonished by your lack of sensitivity. What on earth possessed you to make such a proposal? Would you have this board give him a crumb to the wealthiest man in town, perhaps?
Not anymore.
I mean, he'd only laugh in our faces.
All the way to the bank.
I think Alan's instincts are correct, even though his solution isn't. Don't you all agree that what would please Edward more than any sum of money would be our heartfelt expression of our gratitude and appreciation?
A well-deserved show of support.
Yes.
That's a splendid idea.
I move that this board express that to Edward the second he walks back in here.
I think my father will be touched. Father.
I'm sorry to have deserted you, but I just couldn't seem to control that blasted cough.
Actually, Edward, we were glad to have a few minutes to ourselves. I think we put the time to very good use. Edward Quartermain, this board has unanimously approved a motion to formally thank you for the marvelous work you've done for General Hospital. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
It's good to see you. Have you got any leads on Dmitri Cassadine?
Well, I was supposed to report to your father.
Yes, my father's in Southampton trying to sell the summer estate. So tell me, what have you found?
Oh, nothing yet, but I sent a man down into Brazil, and I think we can track him from there.
I sure hope so. That crook has taken us for everything.
Yeah, well, just leave everything to me, Dr. Quartermain.
What about Monica? Any evidence that she's having an affair?
Didn't your father tell you about this?
Tell me what?
He gave me orders to put all of my men to the task of finding Dmitri Cassadine. He told me to forget about your wife.
Amy, I'm going to be in ICU with Bud, if anyone needs me.
All right.
Thank you.
How's Dr. Stryker?
Well, he's still unconscious, Bill.
Is Tony with him?
Yeah, so's Rick and Dr. Hardy.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but I'm on retainer from ELQ, which means that I'm supposed to take orders from Edward Quartermain.
I realize that, but I don't understand. I mean, my father was the one who told me to get you onto Monica's trail.
Well, I guess that was before he realized that you'd all been swindled by Dmitri Cassadine. Well, of course, for an additional fee, I could hire some outside help.
I can't afford anybody else right now. I guess my father's right. Most important thing right now is trying to get the money back from Cassadine.
Whatever you say.
Believe me, I'll find out if Monica's having an affair with or without your help.
Doctor, I really think you should drop this. I mean, I never found anything incriminating against your wife. You could be upsetting yourself over nothing.
You may be right. Anyway, I will tell my father that you're on the job as soon as I hear from him.
Hello, Mr. Morrison. I'll get the phone, dear.
Yes, fine. You keep in touch.
I'll let you know as soon as I hear anything.
Thank you very
Hello? Yes, operator, I'll take the call. Edward! Oh, hello, dear. How nice to hear from you. Is everything all right? Good. Oh, yes, I'm fine. Alan's fine, too, and the children are fine.
What's happening in Southampton?
Alan's here, darling. What's happening in Southampton? He did? Oh, that's marvelous.
Did he sell the place?
Yes, Edward, I'll tell him. All right, dear, we'll see you soon. Goodbye, darling.
What did he say?
Alan, it's really very rude to talk to somebody who's on the phone. I cannot listen to two people at once, you know.
I'm sorry, what did he say about Southampton?
Oh, yes, he said he'd met with the estate people, and they thought that they'd have a buyer by the end of the week.
And he's at a good price?
Oh, he didn't say, but you know your father.
Yes, I'm sure it'll be at a good price. Well, I'm hoping to have some good news of my own by the afternoon.
Oh, did Mr. Morrison have news of Dmitri Cassadine?
No, I'm talking about Derek Barrington. I'm hoping to sell him our mansion before we close escrow.
Oh, well, I'm prepared to do my part as well. Amanda Barrington is coming over this afternoon to look at my jewelry.
I wish you didn't have to do that, Mother. It must be very painful for you.
Well, dear, it's only painful because I was hoping to give my jewelry to Alan Jr. for his future wife. But otherwise, I don't really mind. After all, it's just possessions.
You're a very special woman, Mrs. Quartermain.
Mrs. Quartermain, where do you want to put these jewelry cases?
Oh, just put them in the living room, please.
Oh, in the living room?
Yes, dear. Mm-hmm.
Well, wish me luck. I'm off to see Barrington.
Oh, good luck, dear. And will you be home for dinner?
I may be late. I'm going to stop in to see Buzz Stryker.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Alan, come in.
Thank you.
Have a seat.
Thank you. How you been?
Great. Yeah, just great. Curious about that business proposition that you mentioned over the phone.
Well, I'll put you out of your curiosity real fast. You're a good businessman, Derek, and I'm about to make you an offer you can't refuse.
Really? All right. What is it?
These are pictures of the new Quartermain mansion just closed escrow.
Yes, Lorena mentioned that you bought a house.
This isn't a house. This is the most fabulous home of its kind in this entire part of the country. Unfortunately, my mother has reached an age where she doesn't want the responsibility anymore to oversee such a huge estate, so we're being forced to sell it.
I see.
I'm also aware that this is a buyer's market right now, so we are prepared to break even.
What are you asking for it?
$3.2 million. It's a steal.
3.2 million's a steal, Alan? That's a lot of money for a house.
Yeah, but look at what you're getting. You're getting marble bathrooms throughout the entire place, fireplaces in every bedroom, a grand ballroom, an indoor and an outdoor swimming pool.
Alan, I'm a bachelor. What would I do with all those rooms?
You're not always going to be a bachelor.
I'll give you a call. If it doesn't feel like too much of a museum, I'll think it over.
Fine. I think that you're going to love it. You call me when you have time. I'll let you see it.
Thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
Amy, I am going to go home now. Would you ask Tony to call me if anything should happen with Buzz?
Sure, I'm going to get off duty pretty soon myself, but I will make sure he gets that message.
Thank you very much. And thought this was your day off.
It is. I stopped by to see how Buzz was doing.
Well, he's regained consciousness. If you want to talk to him.
Yes, I do. I hope you're happy what you're doing to my mother.
What are you talking about?
She's in the process of selling off her jewelry this afternoon. Pieces that have been in our family for generations.
What do you mean she's... to whom?
Amanda Barrington?
I said to your mother I would buy her jewelry if she insisted on selling, and she refused me.
I suppose she was too proud. I can forgive you a lot of things, Monica, but never for hurting my mother. Never.